if you're trying to attack, then we can have a good game. Arteta का process है, कितने टाइम से process चले जा रहा है, क्या process है कि नहीं है, striker नहीं खरीदा, winger नहीं खरीदा, साका को कोई backup है नहीं. Havertz is a good signing that way. मतलब he can play anywhere. ESR, Reece Nelson, my boys have to go. 13 points lower than last season. That is the worrying part about it. Also, जैसे last season जा रहा था, उसके हिसाब से we were like further up the table, right? Like पीछे कुछ देखने को नहीं था, आगे just like keep moving forward. And उसका scene अलग होता है. When you're in that kind of high, that means that like you keep going, don't look forward, take it game by game. But इसका is different scene. यहाँ पे like it feels like there are at least 5 contenders. So that उस level का जो distraction, उस level का जो focus चाहिए, because competition is right next to you, वो अलग scene है. I feel like उसमें थोड़ा stress होता है. I know United don't know about this season, but like
For
people
many
around,
seasons.
yeah, for many seasons, but people around this season, around the top, looking to win the title, you can't tell who is going to do it, because everyone looks like कोई ना कोई कहीं ना कहीं कभी ना कभी तो fuck up कर ही रहा है. So that's the scene. That's the interesting part.
One contentious thing I want to bring up, bro, and Sid, feel free to weigh in, right? Just like getting Ramos out and Raya in sort of changed how the team plays, bro, completely. And I notice it in games, right? And like Raya, I don't know, it changes how the defense operates. And like he plays a lot of long balls out. They don't let Ramos do all this shit. Just let him sit there. He passes the ball to Saliba and then play starts from there, right? Now they play super high line and Raya just keeps kicking the fucking ball forward. And I think
but how is that the problem?
I don't know, man.
Like basically it's a so you're saying
Raya
tactical
in,
problem.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I really like Raya, but I just don't think he's fit in really well this season. I mean, there's some errors in there. I don't know, refs have been a little crazy too, like Arsenal being I mean, now we can cry on this together, bro. साथ में रहोगे अब तो पंखा गिरने वाला है.
But going back to your point, Raya wala point, I don't think that is the problem. Like, I don't know why you think that is the only problem. That is the media problem. Because Ramsdale is English, right? वो media problem है, bro. ऐसे ही होता है यहाँ पे. Like, मतलब IPL में कोहली को खिलाना बंद कर दिया तो वही problem होगा ना. Same चीज होता है. Like, English bias is to a different level. Raya is just straight up a better keeper than Ramsdale. अब उसका debate खत्म है. Like, there's no debate.
Raya is better with his hands and his feet. Like, I think abhi sare managers, they're just trying to get a ball playing keeper. Like, if you look at City, if you look at Liverpool, if you look at United, Arsenal also right now, and that is why they have been tactically different at the back, because the keeper literally splits the two centre backs, and then you have like a more passing, you beat the press. So that's what literally every manager is trying to get towards. Like, it depends on how the team is playing with that. I think बाकी midfielders को attackers को से adjust करना पड़ता है, which is also a bit of a transition, and not everybody is able to do it. Not everybody is that well drilled like City or Liverpool.
Yeah.
So that could be a thing, but I feel it will pay off eventually once like the team sort of gels in and Raya becomes a little more permanent.
Yeah.
और यही तो scene है ना कि when these new अभी last season it was gelling so well, this season का there are so many new elements. मतलब goalkeeper different है, ठीक है, center defensive midfielder जहाँ से ball progress होती है वो बंदा different है. पार्थी को 3 साल लगे थे to get to the level that he is at. He was bought in COVID से पहले, COVID वाला season, right? COVID वाला season में उसको खरीदा, and then next season, like that season we finished 8th when you bought him. So he started off, and then next season we finished 5th. So उसमें भी he was just getting on injury problems. But then his best season was last season. That everyone knows. Okay, like when Arsenal was flying high, the Partey was सबसे important player, almost like 1 or 2 right there. Saliba, Partey, these people. So that's why Declan Rice, just first time bro playing in like a JDP type of team, थोड़ा difference तो होगा ही. I think West Ham में not much like ball possession. You have to capitalize on like chances and switch on. You're waiting. तो उसमें उसका different scene है. Now that सारी teams block करके रखती है अपना, like every team is like staying back. ये scene है Arsenal के against. Arsenal के against मतलब if you're trying to attack, then we can have a good game. जैसे Liverpool के against we had a good game because it was a equal game. But अगर पीछे ही बैठना है, then it becomes difficult. So that's the scene. And yeah, that is about Rammers, Raya, new people and all this stuff. But I'm sure a lot of people are also thinking about the fact कि Arteta का process है, कितने टाइम से process चले जा रहा है, क्या process है कि नहीं है. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think Arteta का process तो है, it's just taking a lot of time. Like the bigger thing is like Arsenal right now, they have at least a sort of a set direction or set style of football जो उनको खेलना है. They know the attractive football, dynamic football, fast flowing football, like the typical Arsenal that we have seen पहले का. And उस sense में Arteta knows what he actually has to do or wants to do with the team, and the process is showing because like there is consistent growth compared to his previous like first or second season where it was not that clear, and people were saying Arteta is like a premature manager. He's not ready to be a full-time Premier League manager after he left City. But that is not the case. Like Arteta clearly has shown himself to be a good manager in like big games versus City, Liverpool, or whoever, even in the past. And like last season was like really good. Arsenal were at the top, I think, heading out into the year, and after that they had their usual downfall. But I think the process is there. It's just Premier League, it's not difficult league. There are so many upcoming teams. You have Villa this season, you had Newcastle last season, you have these West Hams and Brightons coming up and down. Like all hell is loose. So yeah, I mean, it's more chaotic if you look at any other league, if you compare to La Liga or like if you compare to like Farmers League, Liga or something. But so that's why people can sort of like mix up कि हाँ क्या कर रहा है, चूतिया बैठा हुआ है, process नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, दिमाग में नहीं है. But it's not like that. Arteta is a good manager, and it pains me to say this coming from a United fan. But yeah, I think if he stays on like Wenger did for so long, he'll probably do much better than Arsene Wenger.
Wow.
Yeah. Tears, bro, literally tears.
I didn't expect that coming, bro. Yeah, it's going to be hard to eclipse Wenger, but on trophies, yeah, sure, that you can. You can win more than 3 Premier League trophies,
yeah.
But he did
Wenger
more
had
things.
like a big plateau, right? I mean, yeah, of course, there was like that great
trophies
season of
aside, just
yeah.
trophies aside, just like English football के लिए उसने क्या किया? Like when it comes to nutrition, diet, so many things. But yeah, trophies was But yeah, that's why like I feel like Arsenal is a very enticing job for someone because there's so much scope to write history, in a way. So they haven't won a title for 20 years. If you win a title, you automatically become like what Klopp has become for Liverpool. Even for United, I feel like it will be so hard to eclipse Alex Ferguson, but still, whoever takes them back to the brink, to the top, usko to they will consider as God, right? Like 100%. So same thing for Arsenal right now. So these are like very, like abhi Man City में कौन जाएगा Pep के बाद, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Like what will that guy's job even be? Like he'll just drop in and एक दो Premier League जीतेगा and fans will be like सही है bro, आगे इसमें क्या है, कुछ नहीं है. Chelsea also kind of struggling like that, but yeah, Vamsi also.
Yeah, also like there's like you were mentioning about like Arsenal is an enticing job, right? I think one more key thing is that Arsenal has like for a manager to go to Arsenal, they have the exact right amount of pressure and media focus. It's not like insanely high amount जैसे United का रहता है. And also like the legacy, yeah, I mean Wenger did have a legacy, but the pressure is not there for a new incoming manager to an extent जो अभी Erik ten Hag is facing, for example, to eclipse Sir Alex Ferguson's like insane winning record. So with that right amount of like push, but without like being a crippling pressure, I think any manager has a good enough incentive to go to Arsenal. Sorry, Vamsi.
Dude, I wanted to play a little bit devil's advocate, right? Like I was thinking which other team will give a manager like about 5+ years, like in the Premier League, like that has given like 5+ years, and like what did they have to show for it, right? And only like Liverpool and City like just stand out. Only those two, and I don't know, maybe West Ham, bro. Moyes like winning that European thingy.
Yeah. I mean Arsenal has board ने time दिया काफी.
Yeah, so I don't know, like this question about like if Arteta would go somewhere else in the Premier League, would he even be given this much time to set up a team,
Probably
establish
not.
a process,
But
and
here's the thing. What I mean, I don't know if you saw, but एक Pep Guardiola का interview आया था where he was talking about Arteta. उसमें Pep Guardiola ने बोला कि basically managers को time देना चाहिए, and Rio Ferdinand के साथ interview था where he was like managers को time देना चाहिए, like sometimes you don't know what's happening but they're working behind the scenes very hard and the whole club knows it. तो उसने रियो फर्डिनैंड ने एग्जांपल दिया. दिस वाज लास्ट सीजन. सो रियो फर्डिनैंड वाज लाइक लुक एट आर्सेनल, आर्टेटा को उन्होंने टाइम दिया, नाउ आर्टेटा इज डूइंग वेल. देन पेप इज लाइक या दैट्स बिकॉज ऑफ द ओनली रीजन दैट एडू and everyone, they saw him working every single day. They saw training pitch pe kya kar raha hai. They saw what the players think of him. Even if the results are not going well, they're seeing the process every day on training. They're coming and they're seeing what's happening in the club. So uske hisab se we don't get that. We only see results. So maybe that is the whole reason why Arsenal gave him time, and rightly so. I think it was a difficult job, and sometimes you have to wait and see what. I mean, for the next segment, I will have completely different views, but sometimes in this case, in certain cases,
in the media right now. But yeah,
in certain cases you have to look at you can't say anything because you don't know what's going on inside में हमें पता नहीं. Maybe Eric Ten Hag is working so hard and all the players are believing in his system and whatever just new क्या है bro, ऑडिटर बंदा जो भी वो देखने आया है वो उसको देख के बोल रहा है कि
Rashford,
वो देख के बोल रहा है wow यार crazy scenes. So
yeah, I don't think we're there yet. But to close off like Arsenal thoughts, right? I want to hear Neerav's opinion. Like, do you think he got the transfer window? Like, he got everything he wanted before the start of the season?
Everything he wanted.
Yeah, I mean everything the team needed, or like, yeah, I think he got what he wanted.
So like, that is probably his biggest regret, in the sense biggest criticism I'd say, कि उसने prioritize नहीं किया right positions, striker नहीं खरीदा, winger नहीं खरीदा, साका को कोई backup है नहीं. That is concerning, but I mean उस time पे ऐसा लग रहा था कि you needed a versatile forward who can play anywhere. So think about it in a way, Havertz is a good signing that way. मतलब he can play anywhere. He satisfies that condition, right? Like कि हर जगह खेल सकता है, स्ट्राइकर खेल सकता है, वो खेल सकता है. तो उसने ट्रांसफर में देखा कि हाँ 60 मिलियन है, प्लेयर है, लंबा है, we can use him anywhere, ड्यूल्स में यूज कर सकते हैं, खरीद लिया. And he thought for some reason Ramsdale is not good enough and he upgraded on him. He was finding a loan option. खरीदा उसने, करा. टिम्बर खरीदा उसने, and टिम्बर को एज हो गया, उसकी गलती तो नहीं है ना यार.
Nah.
Right? Now tell me, how much are you missing Timber? Would Timber have lost Salah on that 1-1 goal for Liverpool? I highly doubt it. Defensive skills, Tommy also wouldn't have lost him too. So yeah, we don't know क्या scene होता उसमें. Timber अगर full not injured नहीं होता and 100% season खेलता, we could have been higher up, but यही होता. And he bought Rice. Rice is arguably the signing of the season from like a lot of people. I have different thoughts, but he is a signing of the season. He's had like multiple winners. He's done everything a 100 million signing could do. Much more than Enzo, Caicedo, and all these people. Yeah. But so that's why I think transfer wise he's not done too bad. But yeah, it's about limitation. Now we need a striker for sure, and it's about that. There is one criticism, however, which is personal for me. And that is कि favoritism बहुत है, and वो कुछ players जो हैं क्यों नहीं खिला रहे bro, क्यों नहीं खिला रहे?
वो जाने वाला है
favorite player होते हैं bro. I'm just to make it clear, I'm referring to Emil Smith Rowe जिसकी painting है मेरे पीछे, but like नहीं खिला रहा उसको. नेल्सन को नई डील दी है, उसको नहीं खिला रहा है. And these are like, according to us Arsenal fans, हम लोग इनको हेलैंड से देखते आ रहे हैं, 2017 से देखते आ रहे हैं. नेल्सन को मैं 2019 से देख रहा हूँ. Like he was bigger than Bukayo Saka as a talent, and pure talent in the academy, and everyone is excited about him. But नहीं, मतलब उसको खिला ही नहीं रहा. उसको नया ऑफर भी दिया उसने, and he had such a big high. Probably one of the best moments of Arsenal last season, or like in many seasons that I'll remember, was his winner Bournemouth against.
Comeback,
and उसके बाद also he's played a total of 60 minutes this season, bro, Premier League, man. He's been fit. सीन क्या है कोई आइडिया नहीं है. तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम है that he's favoritism है उसमें, but overall ऐसी कुछ concerning कुछ नहीं है for me. I think he's still been a success. Quick segment just before ending about Arsenal's transfers. I think, sorry bro, but ESR has to be sold. Time aa gaya bro. ESR, Reece Nelson, my boys have to go. Eddie Nketiah has to be sold this January if possible. This is again ideal situation hai. Eddie Nketiah goes for 30 million or something, and maybe ESR goes same money, something like that, maybe lesser, and we buy Tony. That is the ideal situation that I want. A perfect Ivan Toney, a perfect striker for Arsenal right now.
He's like a very Giroud kind of striker, bro. मतलब ज़्यादा mobility नहीं है.
Bro चाहिए bro. अभी वो चाहिए, aerial ability चाहिए, वो Premier League experience चाहिए, finishing चाहिए, कोई poacher चाहिए. We need that like guy, dude. We don't have that right now. He's a different guy. You can play it differently with him. और तो सोच Raya और उसका connection, like the amount of long balls. So that connection is needed. It's an easier deal to complete than I would say Victor Osimhen or something, groundbreaking. So that is something, and it could really help this season. And वो खेला नहीं है अभी तक इस season. So there can be a negotiation with Brentford that ये scene है, he hasn't played this much, we can offer this much. It's going to be a tough deal to complete on paper, but Brentford is right there, so it's like cross city moves just like Havertz. कर सकते, that is one thing which I want. Thomas Partey, I would have said sell him, but now he's coming back and we kind of need him. अभी realize
कौन जाएगा bro बंदा? क्या बोल रहा है?
नहीं जा रहा वो, AFCON नहीं जा रहा वो.
Arteta ना गांड मार दिया.
Yeah, Arteta is
he's fit and wants to go to AFCON.
Too smart about these things. He's read that situation like long back, so he's denied him going there, and वो नहीं जा रहा. वो सीधा feature करने वाला है bro soon against Liverpool, February 7th. That is a scene. तब तक we have थोड़ा easy games. But February 7th is a big game. If you want to do anything for the league, that is the game जिसमें मतलब 100% at least 3 points चाहिए ही चाहिए.
And Jorginho अभी भी है Arsenal में.
Jorginho है important player.
He's not going anywhere.
Not for January. Important player, no problem whatsoever. But I think ESR needs to go because I personally like him. He's my guy, and he needs to get game time. Reece Nelson is too sad, but I think, again, game time, he needs to go, like free up that wage bill, free up that thing. And Eddie just sacrificing, we need to sacrifice Eddie for a better striker. I love Eddie, bro, trust me, I'm not animated.
Really
I have
good.
no hate for him. Time आ
Dude,
चुका
I
है.
like him too.
वो hat-trick से हो गया क्या तेरा?
Out, like,
नहीं maybe I was always, dude, hat trick पे तो literally before the hat trick only on the group I was telling animation, bro, watch him, he's gonna do it. Animation is abusing him. फिर एक गोल पड़ा, then वो थोड़ा चुप हुआ, फिर 2 गोल पड़े और चुप हुआ, बिल्कुल चुप. But he started speaking again because anyway, Eddie is just a misunderstood striker, bro. West Ham का all time top scorer बनने वाला है. But कोई नहीं, वो that's for different.
Antonio का replacement है वो.
Oh, bro, he'll be big in the game, but like probably not at Arsenal. Too much pressure right now. But yeah, dude, need a striker, nothing else. Just need a fucking.
I like Victor Boniface, man. Also Nigerian guy.
No way are Leverkusen letting him go, bro. There's no chance. You know that, right? Like it's not possible. So when I say Tony, he's not my perfect striker. ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब वही है. But out of all the options that we have, कौन सी deal करना easy is important, right? वो समझना easy.
So you're telling me you'll take him over Watkins also, even though it's
Watkins won't come. Tell no, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. What am I saying? Yeah.
He's above वैसे अभी.
वो second बैठा हुआ है भाई.
It's not about that. I'm not like fucking over like league. I don't think league positions matter, bro, to these players. Like Watkins is an Arsenal fan. There is a video of him like actually talking about playing for Arsenal. If he wants, he'll come. But the thing is,
honestly,
Aston Villa like we can't deal with them right now. They are in a title race of sorts. So with them we can't deal. It's not about Watkins. Brentford के साथ deal कर सकते हैं. Brentford और Tony के साथ deal कर सकते हैं, पर वो खेला भी नहीं है. Victor Osimhen, no chance. Just signed a contract. Boniface, Leverkusen, there's no way he's going, bro. 17 million अभी खरीदा उसको, and they're top of the table. So not gonna happen.
Openda is there.
Who?
Openda.
how is he doing at launch?
Good only, not bad. I mean, he's not in Lens. He's also in Germany only, I think.
Oh yeah, he went to
RB Leipzig, bro. Not bad, man. Doing good. All those.
But again, these are the players who have just been bought this summer, right? So it's not possible. Tony is the only guy, bro. We have been looking at Tony for a while, and everyone's been seeing him like. Everyone's been seeing Tony progress. So, like, and Tony also wants that move. It's been a while for him seeing at Brentford, and this has happened. This betting thing has happened. So now it's time that I think it's a good time to like jump on him. It's not like he's performing like crazy this season. Khela hi nahi hai this season. So there's no negotiation tactics that Brentford have. They'll be like, "Kya bologe usko?" Unko like it just doesn't. It makes the most sense right now for Jan. So I hope that happens, but I highly doubt that will happen. I think we're gonna just not do anything crazy this January, just like everyone else.